Okay, I'm going to do a weekly Celtics update, and then we're going to look at other stuff that happened in the league last night. For one, Tatum and Jalen can just never play well at the same time. It's like one of them goes off and the other one has a bad game. Tatum's been having good point totals, but it's taking him a million shots to get there, so his efficiency has been really bad. Jalen says that he's still tired from having a positive case, so he's pretty up and down. Like, Tatum's having a very tough time finishing around the basket right now. He's shooting below 50% at the rim. Last year he shot almost 70% from there. And it could be a matter of the spacing not being good enough when he's driving inside. It could be that he thinks he's going to get calls and he doesn't. Tatum also loves his contested jump shots, and so far they're not going in. He's shooting 27% from three at the moment. Now, as far as how Ime Udoka's offense is affecting all of this, I mean, sometimes Jalen is the primary ball handler, and other times he's standing in the corner all day. Sometimes there's not enough off-ball movement. Like, Tatum will have these sets where he is moving a bit, but it's not happening all the time, so then a play just kind of becomes an isolation for one of these two. It would be cool if they could play off of each other. It's just as wings, it's kind of tough because if you set screens for each other, the defense is just going to switch that because they've got tall guys on both of you, I would assume. So I don't know. I mean, getting them downhill more often would be good. Also, again, more off-ball movement because, I mean, these guys both have gravity. Like, if Jason Tatum's going to move around the floor, teams are going to stick with him, So we'll see with those two. Hopefully Jalen can just not be tired. As far as the defense, I mean, whether it's switch everything or switch some things, I mean, they had this one screen play against the Wizards where there was like a huge miscommunication. It led to Montrez being wide open under the rim. So whether it's scheme, miscommunication, I don't totally know. For what it's worth, the Wizards had a bad offensive rating in this previous game, so hey, maybe it's all fixed now for the Celtics. I don't believe it is. Also, Marcus Smart just can't make a shot at all, and it's really annoying. Anyway, on to the rest of the league. Cade Cunningham had his debut. I'm sure we all saw that one defensive play he made. But besides that, he had a rough shooting game. He was 1 for 8 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3. Should we freak out that much? No, I mean, he played like 18 minutes and probably a little winded and all that. But of course, we do have to look at his one make. Gets the pass from Sadiq Bey, gets by Jalen Suggs, through Terrence Ross that time. That one looked good. He also had himself a couple of assists. He made this pass look easy, but I don't think it's that easy. From one corner to the wing to Sadiq Bey, that looked good. And this one here to Isaiah Stewart is like your ideal Cade Cunningham thing. Like, we're going to be seeing this type of thing a lot from him. One other thing in this game, Franz Wagner 3 for 6 from outside. The dude just keeps going, man. The guy's making nearly everything he shoots right now. Also, RJ had 35 points. And it puts me in an awkward spot because I said he was going to make a jump all offseason, but then I wasn't super high on the Knicks. And here we get to see the three-pointer that he was talking about a lot in the offseason. They were talking about pull-ups, but that's a step back. He's got Nickeil Alexander-Walker on him here. The handle looks really good. Looks very, very smooth. And RJ also had the dagger 3 of the game. Just a pull-up with Valanciunas dropping. That's it. Let's look at that one more time, because that was great. Gets the screen from Taj, and Valanciunas just said, all right, go take it. And he said, sure, now the game's over. The Pelicans, they're, 1-5 right now? When's Zion coming back, man? That's all I got to ask. Now, of course, there's got to be a Scottie Barnes update because he dropped another 20-piece. He's muscling through Karis LeVert like he's barely there. Kind of a hop step, then he finishes over Goga. And here he's breaking down Miles Turner off the dribble. Nobody tells Scottie Barnes he's a rookie because he clearly doesn't know it. And here we get another coast-to-coast with him. He's going to finish over Sabonis. Scottie Barnes does not care who is in front of him. If he wants to score, he's apparently going to. Then we had Sixers-Hawks, where the Hawks just laid an egg. They were dropping on these Trae Young screens, and he's going to go to the floater, and he was not able to make them last night. Similar thing here. Shake stays on him. Korkmaz is digging in a bit. Embiid drops. You just give him that one little spot and hope for the best. It wasn't all bad for the Hawks, though. For one, Cam Reddish played well. And Cam has already had a number of good scoring games on really, really good efficiency. His shot making early on this season has been better than pretty much his whole career. Tyrese Maxey also played well. Back-to-back 16-point games for him. I guess this one was like technically a screen on Embiid's part because Collins was defending him in the post. Whatever works, right? Now this one was smart by Maxey because when Embiid sets the screen, Capella thinks that Maxey's going to keep going this way, so he's prepared for this. Maxey just goes the other way on him, and the Hawks had no chance to deal with that. We go on to Bulls Jazz now, and this was probably the biggest shot of the game for the Bulls because the Jazz were creeping in. We had Levine starting from the corner, handoff from Vooch all the way up top. Levine gets those two to commit. Vooch had a tough game, but that was a huge shot. They also needed this one from Vooch as well. Beating Gobert off the dribble. Again, tough night overall for Vooch, but he at least made them when they counted. We'll check out some more of the Bulls defense. So Lonzo's going to reach in on Mitchell, which is going to help Levine, and then Levine's going to go straight up with it, and then Donovan Mitchell's going to think he got fouled. Here's some more Levine defense for you on Jordan Clarkson. Does a good job again, not fouling, defending the pull-up. And here we have another Clarkson drive, and similar to what we saw in the Raptors game, Vooch is stepping up a bit more on ball handlers. He's not playing super far back. Then you have Caruso and Derek Jones who are digging in to prepare for the Gobert drive. Now, was there opportunity for a pass, whether it's to Ingles or I think that's Royce O'Neal, or Gobert diving from Clarkson? Yeah, maybe. But he chooses to go with this, and then Troy Brown Jr. just stays with him pretty well. Now on to Heat Grizzlies. Miami managed to slow down the human torch that was Ja Morant, where no one could do anything to stop him from scoring inside. He almost gets Jimmy on that one, but Jimmy, too big, too disciplined, and even so, Ja almost got it. Granted, Ja missed some shots that he normally makes in this one, but still, Dwayne Dedmon got him there. PJ Tucker, who's reaching in, Jimmy, who's digging in, daring Ja to make the pass to Desmond Bane. There's also Jaren Jackson in the corner there. But then eventually it does just become Dedmon and Ja, and there you go. And then for Miami, Tyler Hero continues to light the world on fire. He had 22 points in this one. This three was his most exciting. These are the type of shots that he was missing last year, but this year it seems like he is doing nothing but making them. And for the last thing, let's look at the last play with Wolves Nuggets, where it seemed like the Wolves were going to force overtime. They get the steal. Edwards, because the buzzer went off for the shot clock or whatever, so Edwards was about to shoot a half-court shot, and that slowed him down for a second. Get it to D'Lo, Malik Beasley, blocked by Barton. Jokic contests that, and that's your game. It was pretty wild to see live. Like, the crowd was going nuts. They thought they were about to force overtime, and then just heartbreak in 1 second, man. And that's rough, although it's good for the Nuggets.